Craig here. It's time for my annual how to fish for Bream deep video. So I've come down the pin today. It's going to blow pretty hard later, so it won't be a long session, but I couldn't resist. I was actually in bed. I was going to stay in bed, but I looked at the bite window. There's a bite window right now, and a high tide, so it was like conditions are just too good not to come and have a go. So I'm going to start. This is Crusoe Island here. I'm going to start on the what would be the northern side of that. Very popular spot this time of year. A lot of fish and etc. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to fish them. I know previously we've talked about casting up, letting it run down, etc. I'm going to show you another technique, and I'm going to show you a few more tips, and I'm going to show you what they look on the sounder. So the first thing I'm going to show you right now is why they're here. And look at that, a stack of bait, an absolute stack of bait through here, and you can tell that by the birds they're around as well. Now the other thing I'm going to point out as well is look over here. Now what that tells me is that tide's been up on that flat, so it's been a bigger tide, the water's pushed up, so that would mean to me that all that stuff coming off, those fish are going to hold in closer. So I would go in and I would fish the edge while that water's running off, and then I find personally on the run out tide, the fish will sit a little bit further out. Tide is flowing pretty quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the technique. I've come up to the shallow part, and I'm going to basically let the boat drift, and I'm going to cast with the current and let it float down, and just watch for those bite ticks and stuff like that. So right, so this is a shallower section here, and it runs down and it gets deep. You can see by the water how that channel's coming around. It links up near that tree there. So I'm just casting down in front, and it's just going to drift down. And it's going to be the same process, just sort of little hops, and then just watch and feel for the bites. You can see here there's a stack of bait, etc. down here. So I'm going to just start in closer, because I think that water coming off, you can see where it's been running off. They might be sitting in closer. Pelicans are there, all the signs. Those fish are going to hold in tight. So this is only 8 feet, so I should be on the bottom there. So bring that in. Oh, already gone past it. Oh, is that a bite? Yep, got it. Yep, so there straight away. So that sort of shows that I was holding in there tighter on that edge. So number 1 for the day. Literally second cast. And here's your standard, probably standard, a little understandard. There he is there. There he is, a little brim bait. Put him back. Let's do that again. So I've changed to a well, I like paddle tails anyway, but this little guy here, it's the dive bait junkie in the 2.5 inch, and it's in the pearl watermelon. They like that green colour. Just gonna nip that up. Get up there. So we're just coming off this drop off now, and you can see here, comes off, and you can see the fish are just sort of stacked through here. So what I will have to do now is just let that drop a little bit longer, because we're now into 26 feet, so we've come over that edge, and I think that's where that fish was sitting, on that edge of that drop off. So I'll let that run down. I think this is an easier way to fish when the current's strong, because you can drift and you just keep drifting up and down, finish your drift, come back up, etc. And it just allows that bait to sort of drop down. You don't have to go to like a 1/4 ounce jig head or whatever. You can sort of fish that bit lighter and get it down. When the tide isn't running so quick, yeah, definitely drop down to or spot lock and then just sort of cast, and it's a little bit easier. But for this, yep, there is. There's one there as well. Didn't even see that bite. He just was. I think I was actually widening hard enough to stay in touch. So there you go, number 2. Yeah, once again, they're not real big, but they might get bigger as we go. There. Just look at the amount of bait down there. That's insane. No wonder there's fish here. So once again, just straight away. That wouldn't even get to the bottom. There we go. Yep, straight on. Didn't even do a thing. That just hit, loaded up. Away we go. It's a nice little session. So you see why they're here. Might be a little bit better fish. Feels a little bit better. Definitely a little bit better. He's definitely legal, this guy. Yeah, there he goes. On the job, look at that. He's on the job. Stop. Fucking. There he goes. So when they're on, it's like this. It's 3 fish in 3 casts. There's that one didn't do a thing. It was just dropping down and you just whacked it. So the outfit, it's my my favourite combo. 7 foot, 1 piece. It's the Oz Tackle Camo Stick Pro, 2 to 4 kilo. But I just find that it's perfect for this this type of fishing. And it crosses over to bass and even the squire stuff. It's just a beautiful rod. Unfortunately, you can't get these guys anymore. But it just sort of shows the outfit you want. You want that. I like it with a bit of action in it, so you can see it's got the balls in the background there to put that back down. There's a bite on the way up. See if you'll grab it. Yep, there he goes. So that was just that drop back down. I felt the tick on the way up. And then just drop the lure back down. Oh, did me. So these are the jig heads I'm using. These are the new VMC grippers in the 1/8. Really like them. You've got that little sort of bait keeper there that keeps those plastics lodged on there. So check those out as well. They're a great little product. So the other little trick I was saying, like this is the paddle tail here. But you'll see on these, the little section at the front which has no ribs just here, I like to snip that off. The jig head just the size is a little bit better, reduces the overhang and can help the hookup rate on those fish. So just a little tip when you're doing that. You don't have to, just something I do. So this kind of, as I was saying before, like about how they were sitting in there. So look at that, I'm sitting out off here, not a thing on the sounder. Go in and we saw the showing of the bait, etc. So I would actually find the bait, find the fish. And pelicans and birds are a great great sign of that. So I've just put the pole down for active target on this drift. Just gonna see if I can It's a little bit harder to keep the boat in the direction I want it. Sort of want to drift it sideways to sort of make it easier, but sort of need the pole facing the right way as well. So I'll try and see if we can pick up a few fish on that going down. You can't really target them. The standard sonar is telling us what I need to know. The fish are there. I think if you were spot locked, yeah, definitely you could probably use it to target certain fish, but in this instance, no. Like I'm not really gonna. All it's gonna tell me is confirm that there's fish down there. Oh, there we go. There's one there. I didn't even know. Didn't even see the bite. I was just fluffing around. Oh, what we got here? Could be a nice one too. Get a drag going. I did drop that drag back though after busting those two fish off. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. Get out of there. This looks a nice fish too. Interesting, I do find sometimes that those better fish, you get those better fish in the later part of the tide. I don't know what that is, but this one's this is a lovely fish actually. It's a real good one. You take 5 of them in a comp any day of the week. He's a lovely fish. There you go. So that's just come straight out. So he's a lovely fish. He's the best of the day easily. So get that nice coloration on that sun. All right. The ideal setup here would be to have one with active target, one with your down scan, and that's where the guys with the big units have that real advantage, because they can even split their screen up and have, you know, multiple sort of I think that might have been a bite, was it? Multiple sort of screens running, and on the 10 it's just big enough for the active target. There's another fish there, which is great. I don't really want it any smaller to reduce that image, I guess. They say a 9 is probably the minimum you want to run them on. The guys that run obviously the big ones do have a bit of an advantage, but let's get out of here a bit. Get out of dodge. Let's just go and hold. He just sat there. Another good fish. Another one in the net. Oh. Another quality fish. That's a good one. It's a real good one. Well, not a real good one, it's a good one. So these guys are nudging the size you want in a comp, so he'd be, I'll put this guy in the measure actually. We'll have a look and just get an idea of the calibre of fish we are actually catching, just for something to do. He's about a 29 forker, so that's a lovely fish. So 5 of those in a comp and you'd be, oops, gimme. 5 of those in a comp and you'd be nudging that sort of high 2s. Bingo. Turn that around. There you go. There we go, he's on already. He's sitting high in the con because there's no way that was down. Yep, did I get him? No. Let the line go, come on. Okay, just do that, let it run down. Just takes the pressure off the lure, lets it run down naturally, and then just watch that next hit. Works sometimes, not always. And then just, you there? Yeah, he's on. So they just gave him the chance to come back and eat it, and away we go. Little guy. It's probably indicative in the bite. He was playing with it a bit and whatever, so